3, 2, 1, go!
Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it's KingNido here and we're in Heart Home City where the ghost type haunts are hosting with a type advantage the Ferrum Mines, the psychic type team, who are starting out with the shiny Metagross and Exeggutor in its Cantonian form. The Heart Home Haunts will be starting out with Dalmise, making its first match appearance this season, as well as Drifblim, who immediately goes for a heavy slam on Metagross, which does minimal damage, being not very effective on the steel type. Metagross does respond with a waterfall, which does much more damage to Drifblim, and Exeggutor follows it up with a blaze kick onto Dalmise, which is super effective, huge damage there. But Dalmise responds with a sacred fire, which does even more damage to Exeggutor, capitalizing on Exeggutor's grass type. Huge hits already in this matchup as a Aromatic Mist from Drifblim to Dalmise does give Dalmise a special defense boost, and the Stomp from Metagross doesn't affect Drifblim or Dalmise, but a Boom Burst from Exeggutor is only going to hit Metagross on the field, not hitting any of the ghost types. Dalmise follows it up with a Mega Punch onto Metagross, not very effective there. Again, that steel typing will be a huge benefit as Drifblim goes for a Focus Blast onto Metagross, and they are doing everything they can to get this pseudo legendary off the field, but Metagross responds with a payback, and this gets the elimination. Super effective. Drifblim is taken out by the pseudo legendary. A good start for the Ferrum Mines, who desperately want to climb the leaderboard here, as they are sitting in 14th place, whereas the Heart Home Haunts are in 4th, but wait for it, a Hammer Arm from Dalmise does get the elimination. Metagross is taken out of this matchup nice and early. This is fantastic for the Heart Home Haunts to get rid of that pseudo legendary, as Spiritomb comes on for the Heart Home Haunts, and it's Slowbro also in its Cantonian form coming on for the Ferrum Mines. Dalmise holds on there after that hit from Exeggutor, as Spiritomb does put Slowbro to sleep there. So Slowbro is fast asleep on the field and is not able to go for any move this turn. Dalmise hanging on though, has just a minimal bit of health left, crawling around this field. As Exeggutor with the Dazzling Gleam is going to finish it off, and it's also super effective on Spiritomb, so getting the 2 hits there, but Dalmise is taken out, and the Ferrum Mines are back in front as a flying press from Spiritomb to Slowbro will be not very effective, as Slowbro continues to sleep even after that hit from Spiritomb. Clearly it didn't register, as Decidueye comes onto the field and immediately goes for a Dragon Pulse here. Looks like it's going to go for Exeggutor, and does it get the elimination? It does. Exeggutor is taken out of this matchup, and we are back to 4v4 level playing field here as a Psyshock from Spiritomb onto the sleeping Slowbro. Continues with those not very effective moves, but Slowbro has been woken up now and immediately goes for the Rising Voltage and goes for Decidueye with that move. Not very effective, so it doesn't do much damage, as we have Galarian Rapidash coming onto the field, and immediately Rapidash goes for the Snipe Shot on the field, going for Spiritomb there. Good hit there, chipping away at Spiritomb as Decidueye with the U-turn hits Slowbro with that super effective move, and will be going back to the bench, so clears itself out of the field, and in its place comes out Dusknoir onto the field. And Dusknoir with that Frisk will find the Leopard Berry on both Rapidash and Slowbro, as Spiritomb sets up a Tailwind on the side of the Heart Home Haunts. Slowbro now going for the Rock Tomb, welcoming Dusknoir to the field. Doesn't do a great deal of damage, but will lower Dusknoir's speed there. Rapidash with a Thunder Fang onto Spiritomb should get the elimination, and it does. So just like that, the Ferrum Mines have gotten themselves back in front. They keep doing this, but Dusknoir with the Play Rough onto Rapidash, a very good hit there onto the Fairy Psychic type. Taunt though coming from Slowbro onto Dusknoir. It will be struggling in the future, as the Decidueye does come back out onto the field. A Scale Shot doesn't affect Rapidash though, who goes for the Magnetic Flux, but it does fail, as Dusknoir goes with that struggle onto Rapidash. It will get the recoil damage there. That is a huge risk. Slowbro with the Searing Shot though hits everybody on the field and actually takes out its own teammate in the form of Rapidash, but we are back to a level playing field now. It is super effective on Decidueye and has left it with a burn, so Decidueye is taking damage from that burn. We have Espeon, the evolution, now coming out onto the field as Decidueye sets up a Magic Room over this field. So all the held items lose their effect, but Espeon going with the Fiery Dance. If it goes for Decidueye, it should get the elimination, but it goes for Dusknoir, and Dusknoir hangs on as Espeon gets a special attack boost, and Dusknoir with that struggle is going to eliminate itself. This is huge, and also that special attack boost on Espeon, that 130 base special attack getting a boost. So Espeon will be a huge threat here as a power whip from Slowbro. Not very effective, but gets the critical hit and eliminates the Decidueye. There is only one Pokemon remaining for the Heart Home Haunts now, as that Tailwind peters out. And it's Chandelure coming out onto the field. It needs to capitalize on its Ghost typing, but a Night Slash from Espeon, huge damage to Chandelure. Super effective critical hit, but Chandelure goes with the Taunt. This will make Slowbro struggle, so it's not going to be able to go for an attack on this turn. Espeon, though, is going to go with a Mud Slap, and just like that, Espeon has taken out Chandelure with 2 super effective hits in a row. The Pheromones have picked up a huge victory, a much needed victory over the Heart Home Haunts. They showed consistent effort here today. Fantastic play there. See if they can do that next round when they face the Pheromones. They have shot themselves up though, against the Cinnabar Flare, but they have shot themselves up into the Masters 8. Unfortunately for the Heart Home Haunts, they've dropped out of the Elite 4 into 5th place, and next round they will be facing the 1st place Coney Spring. But in our next matchup, it's the Sandfloon Swarm with a huge task facing the undefeated Olivine Ore. And I really look forward to seeing that. If the Olivine Ore win, they will be back up on top of the leaderboard. The Sandfloon Swarm are huge underdogs going into that. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on build. If you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe. But always remember, you are awesome.